Well, Brown has done it again. Done blowed something up. Show him your face, Brown. Show him your face.
I can't see good. I can't see good, man. I'm blind. I can't see good.
Look at my nice clean t-shirt. Yeah, look at my face. Yeah. Where do you see my drawers? Yeah.
I'm not too bad,
Yeah. I think I'm worse.
I can see your face though,
huh? We were blowing out water lines so they don't freeze and burst. I pressurized my irrigation system, and in the fall we pressurize it with air from my compressor here, and I go around and open up each valve one at a time, blow all the water out so they don't freeze. What are you looking at there?
You?
Well,
he lied to you.
Looking at my belly button.
Yeah, he lied to you. Actually, we've been out wrestling hogs.
Well,
could be.
What happened was, it was one part of the line that was still pressurized. I didn't realize it when I was taking the end cap off, and she blew, boy, it blew mud and water everywhere, just soaked both of us. We had a mud fountain.
Yeah.
But we're having a good time.
Oh yeah. Well, try some mud pies as well.
You having a good time, bro?
Oh yeah, you betcha, man. I can't see good, but yeah.
About time for a shower, I guess.
Yeah.
It ain't even Saturday yet.
I know it.
All right. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in the turnbuckle of the power belt of the Great Northwest, but it's kind of a sad day at the same time because I had to shut down the pump that runs the waterfall and drain it and all that. That's always kind of sad to see summer come to a close, and the fish are going to go to sleep pretty soon. They just go down the bottom, go to sleep until springtime. But it's always kind of a sad day when I have to shut the waterfall down. There's the old man over there asleep in the chair. He's enjoying the patio. But I thought I'd give you a shot of how this looks today and how it looked when I started. I think I built this, well, I've been on this property 23 years, and I think I built this about the third year after I moved here. So I've got an old video back in the archives that I think I'll dig up, and it's a video that I had put together in 2012, I think, but I actually built the pond many years prior to that. I built the pond in about 1990, I don't know, 97, 98, something like that. So let's take a look back. About 10 or 12 years ago, I decided I wanted to build a koi pond here in my backyard and have a bit of a water feature back here. And I thought a waterfall would be nice. And I never had built a koi pond, and I didn't know how. But like I always say, just not knowing how to do something never has stopped me. So I just rolled up my sleeves and went to it. And I thought I'd show you how it all came about. But before I begin, let me tell you a quick story. Before I started the waterfall, I had removed a flower garden that sits just about where the pond is now. My daughter had a friend over, and it had been raining, and that spot was a little muddy, and she asked could they play in the mud, and I said, oh sure, just be sure you rinse your feet off before you go back into the house. I thought they were going to go wading. Well, imagine my surprise when I looked out and captured this photo. Well, they laid there in the sun until that mud baked into their hair. We used all the hot water in both hot water tanks, and I heated water on the stove until I finally got the mud washed out of their hair. They had a good time. The first thing I did was back my tractor up as high as I could go up on that bank until it started to spin out, and that's where I started digging. I had the backhoe on the back and the bucket on the front. Well, I started working my way down, and when I got to the bottom of the bank, that's where I started to dig the pond. It wasn't long before I had the makings of a pretty good hole in the ground. I just kept digging deeper and deeper and deeper. You can see in these next photos where the little pools at the top and the waterfall area and the pond are beginning to take shape. I felt it was important for the pond to be level. You don't want to have it 6 inches from ground level down to the surface of the water on one side and maybe only an inch on the other. So since water seeks its own level, I ran a clear plastic tube across the width of the pond. I filled that with colored water so I could check level all the way across. That worked out pretty well. Next came the liner, but first I called the local flooring store here in town, and they told me they frequently throw out used carpet out in the alley behind their store. So for a few days the kids and I went dumpster diving, and we came up with enough carpet to line the whole bank and the pond before we started laying out the liner. That protects the liner from any sharp rocks that might have been overlooked in a project of this size. Once the liner was all in and I had checked for leaks, I began to lay pavers around the outside edge of the pond, and then folded the liner back over toward the water, and that created the surface for the flagstone to be set. Well, after stacking 27 tons of rock, I commented to a friend that the pond is now done. She just laughed. She said, "I know you. It'll never be done." Well, of course she was right. It's evolved over the years, and the trees have grown up now, and well, I'll just let the pictures tell the rest of the story.